Ciao. Anyway, so.
Hello, everyone. My name is Jaden Corn Boyce, and I am one notepad away from being a giant notepad. I use so many, what are these called? Post-its.
Sticky notes.
Post-it, sticky notes. I use them all the time. Literally, and I'll just draw them and just sit them there.
Oh, cute. A heart.
Hold on. There's more.
I thought you meant notepad like a notebook, like a journal.
Oh, also those. No. Any type of paper.
Your paper.
What's the actual thing called? Like this whole section. Stationery. Any type of stationery. A plant. Girl.
I know you love a planner. Yeah.
First of all,
we love a legal pad, leather-bound book, another leather-bound book, a writing prompt book, spiral, notebook, multiples. Is that a planner? Babe, first of all, why are they all within reach? Why are they all on the desk?
Why?
Some of them should be in storage.
And the real question is, why am I still always late?
Yeah, the planner is, I think, just suggestions. I don't know.
No, they literally are kind of just there for like aesthetic. And so I can say I have a planner, but babe, ain't no plan.
I love that.
Yeah.
Go about life unplanned. That's never gone wrong for anybody.
Nope.
Oh, sorry. My name is Amira Lee, and who do I want to be? You ask, Jaden. I want to be the type of person that walks past you, and whatever fragrance I have on sticks with you, and it smells amazing, and you know where I've been because you're like, oh, this smells great here.
When people are like, Rihanna, we could tell Rihanna was in this
elevator.
Yes.
No, yes, like Rihanna just left this elevator. Like that, I want that to be me. Amira just like, I don't want to just be a close up and personal smell good person. Like, and it kind of feels like it's only attainable if you pass the threshold age of like 50. I don't know Rihanna, so I don't know any young person or person my age that can do that. Like, I've never experienced a young person having a lingering smell. Well, I've had lingering smells, but lingering smells that are good.
Yeah, like a lingering fragrance.
Like, I'm like, I don't know what, like, I already have all these delicious fragrances, but they never, I think the thing is that you have to use whatever the lotion fragrance is and the fragrance, so that it's lotion and the fragrance. But I'm like, I need to use a real moisturizer, like a delicious lotion that smells good, that's thin. No, it needs to be thick and real. And those don't smell like the fragrance, they smell like the natural whatever is that's in it.
This is funny. I literally was having a conversation 2 days ago with my friend, and we were talking about like fragrance collections, and I was like, I would want a really big fragrance collection, and he did not share the same sentiment.
Oh, no.
Because he was like,
Is your friend musty?
No, but he's like, I have two. And because he wants a signature scent. That's his thing. Like, he wants a scent where, like, this is his scent through and through. But I'm like, I want so many scents so I can play around with them, try to, like, put on some together, like, and associate different scents with different occasions and, like, different energies and moods.
No, I'm with both of you, your friend and you, because I used to have like a signature scent, aka whatever fragrance I got for Christmas, and I also have before I stopped being able to buy them because they don't sell them, like a signature candle scent that I only like light in my room so that my room has an association. But with fragrances, I do want to get a collection so that I can like, I'm feeling that I want to give this vibe today. I want to be grown and sexy today. Let me give this.
Right. And I'm like, I want to be playful. Like,
yeah, both things are true for sure.
Yeah, I definitely am I want like 100 and just to have different scents. Like, I'm going out on a date, but I don't want it to give like
childish
or like I'm trying too hard, so let me put this in on. Or like this is the second or third date and we just going to get some ice cream, dairy free. We're going to get some dairy free ice cream and like, let me just put on this fragrance real quick, or something cute, or something dainty, or something strong and bold. Like, because scent also affects like how you see things. right? Like it can change your mood. It can change like your energy, your vibe. So if I want to like a baddie tonight and then like a young little dainty thing tomorrow, living on the
a prairie, right?
The prairie.
a British prairie.
Yeah.
Yeah. I totally agree. And I mean, the thing is that everyone has their natural scent already. Of course, you go nose blind, so I don't know what I smell like. I've been told I smell like just clean, and I'm like, I need actual words.
Because bleach smells just clean.
Grateful for that, but I love the smell of bleach. But I think that so people will also smell you plus the fragrance. So it's not like they won't be able to associate what you smell like if you constantly change your scent because they'll still know what you smell like.
You smell like. And it's honestly, we as Black people who have hair loss, because you're going to smell this hair product regardless.
Literally.
The hair product is literally going to be the thing that lasts the most.
I've heard that too. Like when I was in college, I was like, oh, what is my scent? Like, okay, I don't know. You just always smell like whatever hair product you have in. I don't even want to say it's unfortunate because the hair products do be smelling good. But it's like, I don't want to. Like, why even spend all this money on fragrances if...
I'm just going to smell like...
Right.
Yeah,
I mean, the thing is, like, with the collections, like, you want to have more and more and more, but you want them to be quality, you know? So, right now, you just have, like, 2 or 3, but then it's like, I want 5 or 7, but you gotta wait, because you don't want to just be buying any old cheap thing, because that's why they don't last for long on your body or your skin, you know?
Because... the ones like if you go to like Sephora or other places,
no shade, Bath and Body Works,
right? You gonna pay like $100-something a bottle,
like just in terms of like per use and how long it lasts, like retention of smell alone. First of all, if the girls are doing more than one, like more than, that's too much.
That's too much. Because if you have to do all that to make it stick, baby, put it down.
Right, like you should have to just do like one, boom, 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 and then just be done. Now, of course, you can do a whole bunch of expensive stuff too, just to overkill.
Yeah, and that's how you keep it staying in the elevator when you leave.
Right. So let me write that down. Use a lot. Okay.
But I do miss in high school the girls who would literally spray their entire body down. Like something about it.
After gym.
Something about it really has a personal like healing in me.
Yeah, I'm nostalgic for musty covered up by cucumber melon. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Japanese cherry
blossom down. My mom loves Japanese cherry blossom.
Yeah. They're classic.
One thing about them cherry blossoms, they're gonna be Japanese, child.
Okay, them cherry blossoms. Okay. No versatility. What's the midnight moon or something?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. No, that used to be my signature.
Sweet pea? The girls don't remember Sweet Pea. The girls don't remember Sweet Pea.
The girls don't remember. Only the real ones remember.
Yeah.
But speaking of real ones, Jaden, where are we?
So, if you know, you know. But if you don't know, we are on a show, some of us, most of us, all of us, like to call Chow. Anyway, with Jaden Conboys and Amira Lee.
Excellent.
Thank you.
So let's get right into it, Jaden. We've kind of already gotten into it. We both want to be grown, smelling grown, and leaving elevators with people missing us. But let's get into our moments of the week. These are things that happened this week, this year, this lifetime, or maybe the next one that made us say,
okay, Erica.
Ciao. Right? I guess I see this next time, this lifetime. That made us say, you're distracting me. Sorry. Moment of the week that made us say, ciao, anyway. Or with a different tone.
Right.
The word anyway was used.
It doesn't have to be so like passive or like ciao anyway. People like ciao anyway. Ciao anyway.
Yeah. Like I'm really hurt. when it gets that high, I'm hurt for real. I'll go first.
Of course.
You're so chivalrous. My moment of the week.
Honestly, if you don't get that, you need to go back and listen.
You're not a real fan. Come on,
babe.
But you only have to go back 2 episodes.
Like this season, it's still this season, babe.
Yeah. But you guys are all caught up. I know it. My moment of the week just happened on Friday. I was at work and we were having like a team meeting, blah blah blah, snooze, and the manager goes like, everyone's just standing around minding their bald headed business. And she's like, how many of us wear earpod? What do old people call them? Earbuds. Old people call them
they
earbuds. How many of us wear earbuds? Like it was a freaking therapy session. Like, why are you making people raise their hand? No one, everyone was being dishonest. No one was raising their hands. So I gave like a little, a little finger because she was looking at me. Like, or at least I felt like she was looking at me. And I was just raising my head a little bit. She's like, and then she started shaking her head. She's like, no, you can't wear those. You can't. And I'm like, first of all, you're childish because you're childish. So she's like, you can't wear these anymore. And then other old people were like, oh, did you mean like headphones? Like AirPods? So then I realized that people didn't raise their hand because they didn't know what earbuds were. Yeah. That's not really relevant, but that is important for me to know that they weren't being dishonest. They were just confused. Yeah. So she banned AirPods. And to me, it's really ridiculous because like I can still hear when I have my AirPods in. It makes work go by faster. Like I can still talk to people. It just takes 2 taps to pause it. 3 if my phone is acting crazy. And also, what's up with that? Why is it that sometimes AirPods don't want to cooperate with the taps?
Like sometimes Apple Tech don't want to cooperate in general.
Right.
And it's been a lot recently.
I mean, I don't want to say it too loud around my phone, but I am definitely due for an upgrade. Like, I don't even know how many years it's been. I don't even know what number this is, but I know that we're pretty high.
Yeah.
But,
the 20
so
just
yeah,
came
she
out.
banned AirPods. And who?
The 20.
First of all, you're lying. Second of all, I had to really think because I'm like, the way they throw these babies out, I wouldn't know. I don't keep up with it.
That's why I was like, let me see where I can go with this. I should have said like...
You should have said 15.
I literally said, I should have said 15. You would have believed me, but 20 was a lot.
I would have been like, oh my gosh, how many colors do they have? and then I'd be happy because that means that when I go to get a new one, I can get the 13 because the 13 will be cheaper.
Right, but the 13 is the newest one.
And that's devastating. That means when I go, I'm probably going to have to get the 11.
Yeah, which you have.
No, I actually have the 10.
Let me see.
Yeah.
Let me see your camera. Not true.
You knew that. Because remember when you used to work at the phone place, you would drag me for filth.
The 10 what? C?
The 10, no, ill. The 10, no, not ill, sorry.
XR.
10,
no.
Yeah, the XR.
But the XR's on the
They have 3, right?
XE, no. XC or something like that.
How many freaking options do they have of the 10? And why?
Because that was like the color one. Because they had
didn't get the color one. Like I wanted in my first heart, I wanted to get the yellow one, but it looked too much like a toy. Mm-hmm. Like it looked fake, and it didn't. That was a clown. I should have got the yellow one, and then I wouldn't care. I would just rock with the busted yellow. But this salmon ain't me, baby.
It's not true.
This salmon ain't me. Speaking of things that aren't me or related to me, Jaden, what was your moment of the week?
I said this before we started recording. Your moment is a hate crime.
Oh yeah. My moment is definitely it was disrespectful.
Actually, it was because what are you talking about? Why? I'm not listening when people are around.
I should have pulled it to the side and be like, why?
Why? We want a reason.
Do you have an actual reason?
What was the reason?
But you know what I heard? Literally, what was the reason? I heard that the man. I heard it, and I know it's a fact, that she used to be a manager at Walmart, and she's like, oh, she ran a tight ship at Walmart. But I'm like, I've seen employees at Walmart wearing AirPods.
We did.
That's because Lori was at my job now. Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh, I did not mean to say her name. Yo, I really thought that we were just on a FaceTime. Right. Just like a regular FaceTime.
And it's too late for you.
I don't care. I don't know her last name. It doesn't matter. It's a fact. She said it. Whatever.
It's a thing. Like,
okay, it's true. Did you say it or not, Lori? Come on.
Okay, per. So for my moment of the week, child. This morning, I'm in the shower washing my hair as I do, screaming Frank Ocean. And my mom was like, she calls me and interrupts my music. And I'm like, hello? Like, aren't you in the house with me? What are you calling me for? She was like, I try to start your car because I have to leave. And I was going to, like, start it so when you got out, you could just move it real quick. He was like, but it won't start. Okay, for those of you who don't know, I have a 2021 Kia K5. Emphasis on 2021. There should not be
Okay.
no issues.
None.
There should not be any issues with that car. Like, pulled off the lot, first person.
Pull up in the Sri Lanka.
Yeah. And so I go out there after, finish washing my hair, drying, throwing clothes on. Go out there. My car has, like, I can start from, like, the key. Right. So I started it, and it was, like, the lights were blinking. And they usually blink 3 times, but they were, like, double blinking. It was very weird. So then when I got out and I went outside and I pressed it from the inside, it was, like, not turning over. For my non-car drivers and users, turning over is, like... Do you know what turning over is?
Of course!
I'm going to just still explain
Now,
it.
this I know because, hello, people love to have car trouble.
They do have a lot of car
in my
trouble.
presence.
Basically, when the engine is not, like... It's revving, but it's not starting. Like officially...
Switch over to, okay, we're driving now.
Okay, we're ready for you to do something. It would just be like... I'm like... It was a cute little beat.
Sing.
It was a cute beat. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, I can rap over that.
It was a cute beat. And so me and my mom are looking at the manual. We talking to each other, like looking up YouTube videos. Don't know what's going on. And I'm like, I really have no idea. And I'm like, this car better get sent back. And y'all gonna have to refund me. Cause ain't no reason. Sorry. So then then she went on some site. You know how they'll like have a question and random people can respond?
Right.
Or like the person will come back when they found the answer. It was that.
Like Reddit or something.
Yeah, it was like that.
It
was literally probably was Reddit. So the person came back was like, still don't know what happened. So that's great. And this,
I mean, truly, thank you for that.
Thank you for that. Because at this point, we didn't know either. So we were worried about you. And honestly, I hate when they don't come back. Like, don't just get your success and then not come and help us out.
User 5678, come on.
Like, don't let it get to 8 months. What's going on? So then it was like, you can't let snow. And it literally talked about snow and ice. And it was like, you can't let snow get in front of the sensor. This very specific thing, like I have to get a license plate thing from Kia because it needs a specific license plate holder, because if it blocks the sensor, this kind of thing will happen. And I said, yo, this car is so sensitive and extra, like a sensor and you couldn't turn on. I was like, but honestly, that's me. The smallest inconvenience and I no longer can do my work. Like, I no longer can do what I was, and I was like, actually, I see you and you are heard, but don't do this to me again. You could have just said that. You got me lifting up the engine. I mean, lifting up the hood, looking at the engine like I know what the fuck was going on.
Yeah, that some cars are just really temperamental, especially the ones that are like super safe, because it's like, oh no, your seatbelt's not clicked all the way in.
Let's shut this car down.
And you know what? You know who's really good with cars? Our husband. You should have called him.
I should have.
But
I didn't even think about that.
That's actually kind of ridiculous. What a way to make extra money. You have to get the plate holder specifically from that place. Yeah. Like, Zang, they don't have dupes on Amazon? No, don't look. Get the real one.
Yeah, I'm going to say, I didn't check, but I probably...
No. Get the real one.
It's literally like $33 from them.
This man is made of money, okay? He's like, I have a 2021 and $30 is nothing.
Bye.
Okay, that's ridiculous. So then your car started.
It started, and then now it still plays around, but...
Wait. The snow was up that high, or was it like a piece of snowflake covering the sensor?
No, it was like there was ice along, like how my grill is and how my hood is. There's like openings, I guess, and there was kind of ice just kind of sitting on it and literally blocking exactly where it said on the Reddit post, like, don't let anything fall right here because it will block that sensor.
That's so extra, and it's so specific that I feel like they need to tell you before you drive the car.
Like, y'all should have told me this. They're like, it's in the manual. I'm like, no, wait.
No one's reading it.
I'm not reading that manual.
No.
The manual is mad thick.
I believe it. It takes up so much space in the glove compartment, too.
I didn't even notice it till today. Like, I knew I probably had one, but I couldn't tell you where it was.
Now, my concern really is, like, where did your mom have to be that she was able to wait so long for you to be getting done? Because I know you probably, well, I don't know. Like, were you taking your time putting your body butters on? Or did you rush out of the shower dry?
Well, I was literally almost done my shower anyway. I just had to do my body wash, and that's a quick one too. Got out, quick dry off. I usually use like a body butter on my whole body, but I use body butter and then lotion everywhere else. Threw on some sweats, threw on a jacket, went outside and handled it.
I know that's right. You better handle. So, all right. Let's get into the cat. I never actually did check the time before, and I say this every time I do that. I never checked to see if the sound was moving away from the microphone. I think it probably does, because last episode when I was laughing away from the microphone, it did sound like I was laughing away. So let's do it again. The catch. That's what this is. The catch. We're going to catch you up on things that are happening this week, last week, the week of before last week, and then also next week, because the government sometimes will send us out just early releases of what's going to be happening, because everything is definitely scripted and planned. The first thing scripted, follow Child Anyway podcast on Instagram.com. Okay, we got that out of the way. The first thing on the list, Jaden.
Child.
When I read this thing, I was like so disgusted, especially when you see who the person in the profile picture is. Anyway, so this week there was this woman who was basically the main character on every app, but like the villain. She was a job. Let me actually just read exactly what it was. She's a job recruiter, and she was essentially tasked with asking this person that was interviewing how much they think that they should be paid for a job, and they undersold themselves. And she, instead of like telling the person, oh, actually you could get, let me do some quick math, it's like 55, okay, my math is not, $55,000 difference. It's a $55,000 difference. And instead of just saying, oh, baby, ask for more, wink, wink, or just write it on a Jaden or a sticky note and slide it across the table. Instead of doing that, she says, okay, fine. If you, in her mind, she's thinking, if you don't see your worth, I'm not gonna help you. I'm just gonna give you what you want. This is her post. First of all, her name is Mercedes S. Johnson. Follow her on social media for more mess. Her post says, I just offered a candidate $85,000 for a job that had a budget of $130,000. I offered her that because that's what she asked for, and I personally don't have the bandwidth to give lessons on a salary negotiation. Here's the lesson. Always, all caps, always ask for the salary you want, in parentheses, deserve, no matter how large you think it might be. You never know how much money a company has to work with. Hashtag be confident. My thing is, how do you not have time or bandwidth to give a lesson on negotiation, but you have a time to make a post about it with paragraphs? Like, it's literally in paragraph formation. With
like,
a hashtag.
Why is it an APA?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. And a catchy hashtag. Be confident. Come on. You had time to come up with that?
And, okay, what really bothered me was, besides the whole thing, like, girl, you couldn't even bump it up to 100K. Like, you really wrong for that.
Right.
There's evil in this world, y'all. I just offered a candidate $85,000 for a job that had a budget of 130K. First of all, we are always, and I didn't ask this on Twitter the other day, or about like asking your job for money. Like, how do you go about like having that conversation? Because everyone's acting like, oh, all I asked them how much I deserved it. I'm like, but I don't know. I'm not the only one who was taught like, don't bring up money in the conversation of the interview.
Right.
Like, don't bring it up in a way that acts like how much you're offering. Like, they say find a new way to say it, but it's like, I never been actually taught how to negotiate. So if you're in a position, and a black woman, but I'm not going to just blame it on her and give her that, whatever. If you are in a position to give someone like $130,000 and you let them settle for $85K, you're evil, bro. You're evil.
Literally, because you're right, not to make it like a black women have to always do the right thing moment. But if you are any person of any marginalized or oppressed identity or any group or any experience where you weren't given what you deserve and you had to work 5 times harder, 2 times harder, why would you then turn around and then do the same thing to somebody else? Regardless, like, Now, I would expect that if everything was handed to you, then you really don't care.
Right.
Like, I get it. You don't care. But if you know you struggle to get where you are, why wouldn't you then make it easier for the next person?
And someone tweeted, like, people who treat their job like they own, like they're the owner or like the CEO are very weird.
No.
Like, baby, they don't care about you either.
No, and the other thing that strikes me as odd about this, besides all of it, is that it's not like she would get the difference.
No.
Like, it's not like if whatever she doesn't ask for, the budget, it'll go to you and buying lunches for you.
Girl,
and redecorating
how do you
your
contribute
office.
to, like, a wage gap? And, like, wage...
$55,000.
$55,000. You don't know what that could do to someone's life.
I would love a quarter of that.
First of all, $55,000, I want to make now.
That's what I'm saying. Me and you, we want the difference. And you couldn't just give it to her?
Like, she could have bought you lunch. Y'all could have been besties.
That's what I said. I said, like, dang, she could have bought you lunch for your helpful tip.
First of all, and when I saw it, the first thing I thought about is how I would go about letting them know, like, no, babe, you need to ask for more. Because what also happens is, they record interviews.
Yeah.
So it will be hard to say, like, baby, that's not enough. Because they'll probably be like, you are not allowed to say, or, like, tell them that they should be wanting more than whatever they're asking for. I would email her or, like, call her on my personal number.
Check your phone.
Like, okay, we're sending over some documents right now for you. And there's just one Google Doc, like, girl, ask for $130K right now.
Literally, just type it on your computer screen and then angle it towards her.
Like,
if you're really scared of surveillance. I saw a tweet that was, I think it's like literally the next slide, where the woman, no, it isn't. I saw a tweet in the thread when people were dragging her that was like, when I went for an interview and the woman, she was black, asked her how much she wanted. Like, she was like, excuse me, like, what, how much did you say? And like, she had her repeat it a couple of times and she was like, like, basically to say like, please say something else. And then she was like, okay, I just talked to my supervisor. We're going to give you this amount instead. To me, it makes more sense to just be like, come again, and then give like a wink, wink, nudge, nudge, like with a thumbs up that's like up, pointing upwards, like go up higher, like come again. Or just be like, you sure? Or wow, that's surprisingly cheap. Let's try that again.
Right.
Or just tell her. Or just be like, nah, I got you. And then write down a different number.
Right. Because in that same tweet, the other person said, had a junior software engineer ask for a very low salary range. Yeah. She would be shocked when this offer comes through. So it's literally like, I can just give you whatever offer I want anyway.
Right. Because you can say a number. It doesn't matter. It doesn't mean you're going to get it.
Like, because it has to be done in writing, and I have to be the one to write it out. So if you say $85K, and I know that there's $130K like available, baby, when that email comes into that phone, you're gonna be screaming and gagging, and you better not call up here.
And you're gonna be now office
and
besties.
You better not call up here and be like, I think there was a mishap, girl. Now, see, at that point, I'm taking your $85K. You're getting $85K.
Yeah, at that point, you're blocking.
You did too much. You did way too much.
Way too much. And another thing, for me, I feel like Miss Mercedes S. Johnson, this could have been your opportunity to be the hero of the story. You could have started You could have started with this paragraph. I just offered a candidate $85, and the budget was $130. Now listen up, especially ladies out there. This is the way you negotiate salary. Ask for what you like. Boom, 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 boom. You don't have to make it a condescending, like, people are so dumb type of post. Also, here's my thing, and I'm just gonna keep it real with you. As the sentence always asks for the salary you want / deserve. Even still, you may be underselling yourself.
You never know what the actual number is.
Right, just because even if you truly believe that you deserve 85 because you know that you found the quicker way to do it or the most efficient way to do it, but the budget is 130, the budget doesn't always correlate with how much the person getting hired thinks their worth should be.
Right. Pay them. How about pay them the worth? Like, that's more the statement, not ask the worth, because one, we're tabooed into asking,
literally, like,
for anything. Then when we're told what to ask, we look up a number and we kind of just go off that.
Right. What does Glassdoor say
right.
it's worth?
And if it was like 85K, it's like, okay, girl, 85K.
Say 85K.
But if this one because if you go to 4 different companies for a video editing job, they all can pay you completely different.
Absolutely.
And that doesn't change your worth or how you see your worth. It changes what they think you're worth. So if y'all think I'm worth 130K and you only give me 85K, girl, you gonna see 55K of these hands. Because I still got the job. And let me tell you one thing. I know your name. I know what department you work in. Yeah.
Okay. My thing is, first of all, when I get new jobs, the second I find out my coworker's last name, or if I only knew their last name and I find out their first name, I'm looking you up on all the social media just to see, now that we have masks, I want to see what your face looks like. So I can, have my memories correct. So when I look up Mercedes S. Johnson and I see that she's out here tweeting about me, you're right, 55K of these hands.
Yeah, respectfully.
She's no, she's not canceled. She's not canceled, but she's trifling.
She is trifling.
And the thing that I learned, I don't remember if it was like in a workshop, one of those like how to be a person after college workshops or whatever, but they were saying like don't tell them a number, just rather say what is the budget, or like how much are you willing to pay. Mm-hmm. This way that you don't undersell yourself, and also they know if they're wasting their time or not. Like, well, we only have, because like you said, the budget is 130. That means, to me, that kind of means like that either this job is like really in touch with how much the work is worth, or the job is actually worth more, because who was out here paying people their actual worth
from the start?
So to me, I feel like maybe if you would have said like, well, what is the budget? Mercedes may be thinking, oh, she's probably expecting 150. She's going to be hurt when I say 130. So jobs, like my mom was like, will they tell you that? I'm like, yeah, because they need to fill the position. They want to hire the people. They're going to tell you how much they can pay you. They're not going to lie because you can just look it up.
Right.
So if y'all are out there negotiating salaries with Mercedes S. Johnson, please, y'all, for the sake of your own paycheck, learn how to negotiate.
Yeah, because she's not going to do you well.
Salary negotiation. Like, you're so incredibly hype, it's embarrassing. How much do you get paid?
You asking me?
No, I'm asking Mercedes S. Johnson.
Because how much do you get paid?
Does the hiring person get paid that much? They be paying that much? Like, I can hire some people.
I was actually looking at HR.
I saw her job on Indeed.
Yeah, me too.
Mm-hmm. We applied for that. Yeah, we clearly didn't get it. Right. What were you gonna say? Sorry.
I know. I was saying just that. Like, I applied for them and did not get them.
Yeah. No, we applied for it.
They was like, the jobs. They're probably looking at me, sir, you make videos. Why are you trying to be in HR? No. It's like, baby, y'all don't get it. I'll do anything.
No, I'm like 130. Okay. Nah, I'll do it.
Right.
All right. I'm like, oh, I guess it's kind of low, but I'll do it. That's how I am on Indeed. I'm like so specific.
Me too.
I'm like, ew, $25 an hour? Like, that's gross.
Right. That's too
And the job will be like, answer phones. I'm like, no.
Work from home, 26 hours. I mean, $26 an hour. Right. We send you all the equipment, everything. We $15,000 startup. I'm like, $15,000. Let's do better.
Yeah, I'm like, I could definitely do better. Freshly out of college, no experience. I'm like, yeah, I deserve more.
Right.
Oh, our generation is so cringe. You know what's cringy? Police.
Well.
And our country's public transportation system infrastructure. So the MTA, y'all know them, y'all hate them. The MTA plans to spend $249 million. They must have had Mercedes on their budgeting team. Mm-hmm. They want to spend that amount of money on cops to essentially look at people who are hopping the turnstiles or whatever they're called, or just like not paying, because they lose $200 million in fare evasions a year.
Okay, wait.
So yeah, no, hold on. Let's do the math. Okay.
Yeah.
So they're paying $249 million in order to combat the loss of $200 million. If you have your chalkboards out, you'll see the difference is $49 million that they would lose.
That they already lost.
Right. So an additional, yeah. So essentially, they could just allow people to steal rides and literally save money.
Yeah.
You would save money by just minding your business, essentially.
It's almost like just let it go in general. Like,
very much.
Just take it all away. The paying of anything. How about free transportation? And if you want your own form of transportation, that's where you pay.
Get a car.
That's where you pay.
Or if you want a luxury experience, then you could pay $2. All right.
Right. But if you want to get on the train with the 45 other people in this one car, yeah, it's okay, babe. You can keep your coin.
It's free. First of all, the experience isn't even like worth any money. Like, you're right. It's 45 people in here, tightly packed. People are coughing and sneezing, spilling cereal all over the floor. And I had to pay $2.49 for this.
Y'all ready for the show? No.
Literally, they're clearing the stage.
Yeah.
For a dancer. I guess you're right. Actually, we're wrong.
Yeah, you're paying for entertainment.
Yeah, dang. All right, so maybe. All right, 49 million is not that much. Right. All right, I get it. I get it. But they shouldn't be cops. They should hire I saw this news story on, I believe it was a Sunday morning on CBS, where a school in, I think, Louisiana, instead of having cops in the school, they had a group of the students' real life dads that
I saw.
Monitor and patrol, and the behavior was, improved because the students felt safe, straight up, and they felt loved and seen and protected. Let's do something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not dads because, ill. How would we get real good, genuine dads? I don't want some big, nasty man yo, sweetheart, you pay for that? No. So maybe we just have, whoever is our...
What?
Because you see the visual.
I did.
You see
I got it.
And now I'm scared, my finger is on the spray, and I will let it loose, babe.
Honestly, just in general, we need to rethink public, security and safety. Any charge or whatever that requires a fine is made for poor people. That's number one.
Oh, for sure. For sure. Say it again for the people in the back.
And they can replay.
hit the back 30. Is it back 30 or back 15?
Girl,
I think it's
you
back
on
15
stage.
seconds.
I was not. But even why am I getting pulled over in a charge for a brake light being out? Public safety is you pulling me over and then fixing my brake light and letting me go about my day. Things don't make sense, and we don't rethink.
But they make dollars.
We don't rethink public safety. We're cops are supposed to handle this. Cops are meant to handle a domestic violence situation. They're not going to handle it correctly. They're not going to handle situations with disabled people correctly. They're not going to do it. Black people.
Hang on. Trigger warning for violence. Pause. Okay. How can they help domestic violence issues when they beat their wives?
Let me know.
Generalization. Insert generalization here about cops. Okay, obviously not all cops, but come on.
And none of y'all are saving the system. Moving on. I can't. Cause I'm gonna get mad.
Literally gross nasty, but we have to move on to something beautiful.
Very.
Exquisite. Chef's kiss delicious. So you guys already know her. You guys already love her. Our first guest, the Rowan. She has blessed us with an EP available all places that EPs can be streamed.
Absolutely.
Called Lost Boy, and it's stunning. It's beautiful. It's exceptional work. And truly, I'm not just saying this, and Jaden won't just be saying it because
we know her.
We know her.
She's a friend of the pod.
But we do know her, so
if that gets us a little clout, we'll take it.
Not to brag, but we do know her.
Yeah.
And actually, if you're catching up by listening to this episode first, go listen to her episode, actually.
Because it's up and it's live and it's available.
You may catch an Easter egg for this.
Yeah.
For this EP.
I don't know. I'd be scared for them. I listened to Rowan's EP when I was shopping in ShopRite before the snow. And I'm just walking around this is so beautiful. No, Rowan really ate that up. I was in my little sad pop girl bag. It was very cute.
Yeah.
The visual, we talked about this before recording.
Stunning.
The promo, the visual ate
so good
down.
And unlike Jaden, like I wasn't having this cute thing. Like I listened to it while I was at work because the night before, like when it was released at midnight, I was sleeping for work. So I listened to it at work. And it was such a challenge, like having to work and be up and energized, and I'm like slipping into this sad girl bag. Yeah. I'm like, oh my gosh, but it was so good that I was like, very much snap, snap, snap. Yeah. But you know what I do love about Rowan, the artist and the person? Like, she's so funny.
She is.
Like, she didn't get to be, like, hilarious on the show, so we would have to have her back. But, like, she's so funny and, like, chill, and it sounds cliche, but, like, down to earth. And she makes such good music, like, exceptional music. It's just really exciting.
It's every time.
Yeah. Wow. She has lots of music that you can listen to, actually. Not just this one.
And it's RAWAN. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Get into it. Yeah.
So please go stream that. We are so proud of Rowan, and we're looking for visuals. So let's handle that, Rowan. Yep.
We're looking for visuals. And you know, when you listen to it, screenshot it. Sorry, Jaden. Mm-hmm. When you listen to it, screenshot and share it on your story on Instagram and tag her.
Yeah, please.
Tell your friends to listen to it.
And send it somewhere. Send your favorite song to us.
Yeah. Send it to 3 people. Right. Yeah. Send it to your favorite
Send it to 3 people, but none of them are us because we heard it.
Yeah, no, that's cheating.
Quickly, Nicki Minaj is coming back on Friday with Little Baby. Moving on. Janet Jackson released a documentary this past weekend, and iconic, legendary. Yeah. Love her. It made me realize how much she's actually not like been through, because we all been through stuff, but like in the public eye and like things I lived and saw with my own eyes, and how she continues to bounce back and persevere. And the documentary made me miss Michael Jackson. Don't ask me why. It made me very sad about Michael. But then, like, she's also telling, like, the behind-the-scenes stuff of things that were happening at the time. She told us not to get on Justin Timberlake, but that's going to happen anyway.
I know. Yeah, I don't...
Baby.
Yeah, you can't tell me what to do.
No, babe. I'm going to stream the music, and I'm going to watch the doc, and I'm going to stand you. Yeah. But, baby, I'm going to get on him.
Yeah. Still going to drag him. Sorry, though.
I listened to his album recently, though.
Which one? It depends.
Girl.
Which one it was.
Way back. Like, first. Future Love sound. Wait. Pull that phone.
Listen, come on now. You know, as long as it wasn't like, what is the one called? The Man in the Woods or something?
Definitely
as long
not.
As it wasn't that one. All right. Also, I didn't get the chance to watch the documentary yet because I was doing whatever. But also, it's just exciting to see like her influence. That's a lot of people don't even realize who their faves were influenced by. Jaden is canceled for listening to Justin.
It's the same one as this.
But yeah, she's influenced all of your faves. I thought it was that one.
It's the same one.
I don't like the cover. It's just his face. Jaden is showing me his albums.
Sorry.
But you know what? What is it called? Like 2020? The 2020 experience or whatever? Or the first song on it, well, all the songs are like 20 minutes long on his album. I'm not gonna lie, it had a tight grip on my life.
Which one? Oh, the
one that has Jay-Z.
Yeah, 2020 experience. Yeah, I was gonna go back.
I'm not gonna lie, I listened to that all the time back in the day. I'm not gonna lie, I really enjoyed it.
Because it had a lot of good ones.
It did. Like I said, all the songs were 20 minutes, so it's like you don't even have to change the song or the station because you're gonna be on the song for 20 minutes. Right. Yeah, I love Janet Jackson, and at work there are TVs, so every TV for the week leading up to the documentary was talking about Janet Jackson. Right. Like watching the documentary, I was like, did I miss it already? Like everyone is talking about it. Also, Wendy Williams has been off of her show for so long. She has a guest on her show, like a guest host. Like
she was in the hospital.
She like is very sick. Yeah. So prayers up for Wendy Williams. I just got a text asking why I love Emily King so much, my favorite musical artist, and it's like, have you heard her music?
Like, what do you mean?
Like, I'm stunned. I don't even know how to answer the message. Like, should I just send a playlist of her music?
Literally, that's all you should do.
Why do I love her music so much? Discussion question. Who is your favorite, one of your favorite artists in the genre of pop? To Jaden. That's Jaden's question.
All time?
No, just right now.
Just right now. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, that's a hard question. Hold on.
Dang, I tried to narrow it down, putting it in the genre.
In the pop, that made it worse.
All right.
Did you listen to The Weeknd's album?
No, I don't listen to The Weeknd. I'm not gonna lie.
It's okay.
But should I?
That's not who it was.
Okay.
Rowan.
I was actually gonna say, like, it's kind of interesting that he didn't just say Rowan.
Yeah.
Okay, so besides Rowan, she's number one. Like, that's a given.
Right.
Obviously, she's everyone's fave.
I'm gonna say Rina Sawayama.
Duh, you had to think about that?
Cause I was trying to think, like, should I do Rina or should I go like Ariana, Miley? Like,
Miley.
baby, that last album was too good.
I didn't hear it, y'all. Was it really good?
It was, like, extremely.
What was she serving us?
It was the rockish one.
Oh, okay.
Midnight Sky. Like, honestly, you a gag. I'm trying to say, get in.
If I could listen to music at work, I would have already listened to it. But you know AirPods are banned now, so maybe I'll listen to it on my 5-minute ride to work. Let me listen. Miley Cyrus. Okay, what about R&B?
R&B.
Since it's so hard to decide pop.
It is also harder to decide R&B. You know me. This is my world. A current artist.
I started with pop to get the
wheels turning. Yeah, you ate that up.
Yeah.
It's
called Plastic Hearts. Is that the name of her album?
Solange. Boom. That's easy.
Solange. Good.
Solange has been replayed every day, front to back, all the time.
I'm surprised you didn't say SZA.
She ain't got no music out.
Truth.
So,
but sometimes,
and I haven't listened to Control.
Frank Ocean.
I haven't listened to Control in a while. Like,
that's shocking.
But I've been trying to, like, detox because I can't get away from it.
So that when you come back,
it's like fresh again. Yeah, Frank Ocean always, but like right now, Solange.
Would you say that, like, if there were a way to quantify goodness, would you say that female artists would have more points than male artists? Female
Absolutely.
And non-male
no,
artists.
Absolutely. Okay. Men's music is good and great sometimes, yeah. But I just have such a connection to women's music. I don't know what it is.
It'd be good, John.
I have no idea what that is about. But they're just...
It's the secret sauce.
It's something about women's music that I just... And it's like, as a man who sings, I should honestly listen to more men so I can, like... But it's strictly so I stop trying to sing in the original key of the woman. That's what I'm saying. Literally just to practice singing and, like, have songs in repertoire. But the problem is, I don't want to hear it.
Literally, and also the men love to sing in their falsetto.
And I love a falsetto note.
Yeah, but if it's like, if they're already singing falsetto, like, it's not fun if you're also singing in falsetto.
Right.
But if they're not and you are, then that's fun. That's texture.
And even, like, but not even just singing with, but just, like, practicing and, like, practicing my lows. Because my highs, like, singing in falsetto is easy for me because I've been doing it for years on end, singing women's music. Versus, like, singing a men's song, I would have to, like, be more in my most comfortable register, which has the least amount of training to it. Right?
So maybe you should listen to the men's music.
But...
I can't even suggest any men to you that don't sing really high.
Right.
Like, they're always singing really high. Actually, Duran. You listen to Duran?
Bernard? Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, he be all over the place. So that's
but
fun.
he's not too high. I listen to him and
that's what I'm saying. It's like, he goes high, he goes low.
Yeah.
He loves the lows. We love his lows as well. All right, that's that. That's the catch.
Okay, per.
So, thank me later. Obviously, listen to Rowan's Lost Boy.
First and foremost, listen to Rowan's Lost Boy.
Multiple times through.
Actually, it's only like, what, 5 songs?
Yeah, it's short. Like, you can listen to it so many
twice.
times.
It's a full EP when you listen. I mean,
especially
LP.
with Jaden's 1 hour commute. You could listen to this a lot of times. It's 16 minutes. Somebody do the math and send it to me.
That's what? 4
About
times?
like 5 times.
4 or 5?
Sure. 4?
15
How
makes
did you
30
get
minutes. 15 makes 30 minutes.
4. Okay. I'm like 5 because...
But it's already an extra minute.
How to do math.
So you'll have an extra 4
So just stay in the car for a little bit.
Yeah.
You gotta wait for your car to warm up anyway.
Absolutely.
So on your hour commute, listen to Lost Boy 4 times.
I'm gonna do it tomorrow.
Boom.
Great. Also for thing later, another songstress, Rochelle Jordan, Rochelle Jordan, please. Her album Play with the Changes. Okay. For my girls who like dance music and who, if you know the name Kate Trinata or Kalila, I don't know how you say it. Or, yeah, you could say Solange too. Like there's Solange-esseness, but it's very like, or what's her names? Van Jess. Mm-hmm. You know how they can also give you some doom 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 doom. Mm-hmm. You know, something real dancey. Perfect. It's a great album, front to back. Just let it play. Like there may be some songs you don't like, but honestly, just let them play, child. Because it as a full body of work, and you just let it play while you doing work or while you cleaning or
getting dressed,
or even just laying down, like scrolling on Instagram or Twitter, like, and just having the music playing in the background. It's great music to jam to. It's been on repeat, and I'm obsessed with it.
Here's my question. This seems to be like my gauge for music. Sometimes, only sometimes. Is any song on this album like something you could hear on the show, on HBO, Insecure?
Absolutely.
Because the music on that show is like beautiful.
Beautifully like crafted.
It's always like such a vibe. Essentially, I'm asking if her album is a vibe.
Yes.
Okay. So there you go, folks. Listen to it.
And it gives you a bunch of different... And you'll first get into, like, the actual sound sonically, but then I want y'all to get into, like, the lyrics. And, like, she's a black woman, so, like, she's still talking about, like, wanting black men and, like, wanting to be in love, but then some not loving her, and, like, wanting to protect them. And, like, people want you dead. Like, I just want you to lay here and rest. Like, she be in her bag. And I just love that.
Dang.
Very beautiful. But it's hidden behind, like, doom, 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 doom.
It's like something real, but make it fun to dance.
Right. It's but
make it fashion. Yeah. Definitely.
So, if you don't have anything else to add, I think we can close out this episode.
Yeah. Y'all,
we did not give y'all an hour episode this week This has been another episode of Ciao Anyway with Jaden Cohen Boyce.
And I mean, I'm so sorry. It may be an hour because I just realized this. When Ramon was on the show, she's like, I only go by my first name, like her, because blah blah blah. And I'm like, dang. I kind of wanted to do that, but I'm like, nah, because my last name is so short. It's one syllable.
Right.
And it already flows.
Honestly, we'll just switch. This has been another episode of... This has been another episode of Ciao Anyway with Jaden.
And Amira. You can listen to Ciao Anyway wherever you listen to your podcast.
We drop new episodes every week. Make sure you follow us on YouTube. What? Subscribe to us on YouTube at Ciao Anyway Podcast, which I want to talk to you about after this. I have an idea.
Okay.
We may have to wait for it though, but I have an idea.
Okay. We'll plan a meeting.
Follow us on Instagram at Ciao Anyway Podcast.
Like, share, subscribe.
Wear your mask because it's still giving COVID. Use hashtag Ciao Anyway. Listen to Lost Boy by Rawan. Listen to Play with the Changes, Rochelle Jordan. Go watch the Janet documentary. Pay people what they're worth, except for cops. Nicki Minaj is coming, so beware. Please send prayers to...
Wait, Jaden. I know you're literally 2 seconds from the bottom, but the problem is, no, especially cops be paid what they're worth because they're worthless.
Absolutely.
They're getting paid more than they're worth.
That's the issue.
Yeah. They paid more than they're worth.
Ate me up.
the people aren't worth the position. The job is worth.
The people are kind of.
I don't mean your dad. Blah blah blah.
I do.
I do. Yeah, I do.
Yeah, let's wake that up. For clear skin. Bye.